Spiritual immaturity. Some of us believe ourselves to be so holy that we stop seeing ourselves as the children that we are growing up in spiritual maturity, growing up in the Lord every single day. We feel that we're grown. We feel like we're arrived, we're there. And it's that thought that gets us in trouble. We're still young, we're still grown, we're still immature, and we still have so much to learn. And an example that God gave me, he said, you have spiritual immaturity. When you come down to asking me for things and you have a temper tantrum like a child, you are so needy and the way that you want is so inappropriate. I'm going to show you the example. You want like a person with spiritual immaturity. And I said, all right, Lord, I can take this, right? Boo, 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 but I could take it. But I needed to be fed. And God, he feeds me. He feeds me. So there was a spiritual immaturity. And I said, Lord, to speak to my heart. How am I being spiritually immature? It's because I love you so much. It's because I have such faith in you that I know that you can do for me. And he said, yeah, but you don't know how to receive no. You're like that child. And then he took me to this example of a child in a grocery store with them. Have you ever gone grocery store shopping? It doesn't have to be your child. Have you ever gone grocery shopping with a child? Have you ever seen an adult grocery shopping with a child if you don't have your own child? Have you ever seen that person when I go to the store, if I have my coupons cut out, I have a certain amount of money, I have a list that's made out, I know what I can get, I know what I can't get, and there comes a time when I'm just in there and I'm focused. This is what I can do. This is what I can do. I can't deviate from what I can do right now. And then here comes my son with that snack that's just right at his eye level. Mommy, can I have that? And without even thinking about it, without owing an explanation, because I feel like I don't owe him an explanation because I know what I know. I know what I have to do. I would just glance over and say, no. That's never good enough for a child. Then you get the whining. Why? Mommy, can I get that? I said, no. Why? You see, an immature person feels that they're owed an explanation from someone who they don't really have to get an explanation from, but that's a sign of immaturity. And we do the same thing. Sometimes God is telling us no, but no is not good enough answer for us. Now we need to know. In our spiritual immaturity, we need to know why. We're like that. Why? Lord, can I? If the answer is no, why? Right? So here now, the example the Lord brought to my heart, the mom is trying to be gentle and saying, not the answer that most parents would say is, because I said so, but now because we know that it's a loving parent and it's a guiding parent and it's a heartfelt parent, because not now. So it's not even no forever, just no for right now. No, not right now. Not right now. But lo and behold, that's not good enough for a child. The child is going to say, but when? Why? Like, we're here right now. And I saw myself in this example, and I just said, Lord, you got to be kidding me. I'm that whiny child. Now, for other people looking on, for people on the outside, they're saying, well, somebody just smacked that child. And your mother said, no, well, why is this child so unruly? But we can't see ourselves as the same unruly child when it comes down to how we beg and pull on God, asking and demanding explanations, asking and demanding for things that he's loving and telling us. First I said no. I'm going to give you an explanation that you don't even deserve. I'm going to tell you not now. And here we are still begging and still pulling. And now we're going to do what the child does in the store. Now the child is going to act on and say, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a tantrum. So now I'm going to get loud. Now I'm going to start crying. Now I'm going to cause a scene. And lo and behold, I can just see myself crying. Why? I don't understand. I don't get this. I'm saved. I pay taxes. I do this. I pay tithes. I do this. Lord, I don't understand why I can have this, why that person can have that. I just don't understand it. And I'm saying to myself, you got spiritual immaturity. Right? It's spiritual immaturity. Just like that child. Tantrum. Here's the funny thing. Now the parent is getting angry, right? Now the parent is going to have her say, now You're not going to get it because I see you don't know how to rest in my authority. You don't know how to wait. You don't know how to trust that I'm making provision. You don't know that what I'm getting here in this store is enough to provide for your needs. You're not crying because I'm not providing for you. You're crying because you're not getting what you want when you want it. And just as you can see that example, that child gets chastised, we don't understand when we get chastised by God the same way. God is able to tell us no, does not owe us an explanation, loves us enough to tell us in his timing when he says so, and cares enough still to chastise us, to pull us back into his authority. Spiritual immaturity. It's one of the reasons, it's the first reason the Lord laid in my heart why we are not learning how not to want. And we're going to get more, but not now. I'll see you soon. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Open up a dialogue on www.letstalkchristiancounsel.com and we will get into this a little bit further in a little while. Bye-bye.